Right, we're going to do task 20G. And what we asked over here is to open up the file project.csv. I have done that. So it's opened up. This file lists some workers, and below each worker is the number of jobs they still have to finish. They still have to finish for a project. Okay, so Layala has to do 4 more jobs for the project. So below each one is the number of jobs. Now, this is a very terrible way of having expressed the information, but it is done in particular. Is done here in order to test your ability of using two separate functions. And the functions that we're going to be looking at are count and count A. What count does, you look over here, click up there, and we'll search for all the various count functions. We'll get a whole lot of different that records various counting. We are looking for count and count A. Okay, these are the two that we're going to use. Another one that we will use at some point in time is count if. All right, so firstly, count says it counts the number of cells in a range that contains numbers, and count A counts the number of cells in a range that are not empty. In other words, any field that has got any text in or numbers, it will count and will give you a total count of that. Okay, so we are going to use over here under A22, we want to work out the number of workers who have not yet finished. So we will use the function count equals count, open brackets, and then we're going to put in the range we're going to count across, and we'll use this range A2 through to A19, and we'll count the wherever it will find numbers, it will give us the count. So it will be able to add up total number of workers who have not yet finished. Close brackets, enter, and we get an answer of 7, which is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here is a slightly more tricky request of us. We are asked to place a formula in cell A24 to count the number of workers on the project. Okay, we haven't got a function which is going to count just the text. Well, what we'll do is we'll get clever. We'll count all the fields that are not empty and subtract all the fields that contain a number, and that will then give us the number of workers that are on the project. Okay. So we'll use a combination of the functions. We'll say, right, this is equal to count A, which means it's going to count everything that is not empty. The range we'll use is A2 through to A19, close brackets, and then we're going to subtract from it the number of workers that have not yet finished. So we could use A22, seeing as we already calculated, or we'll simply type in the function. Again, count, close brackets, give it the range, the same range, and close brackets, and we get an answer of 9. Simple as that. Task 20G is done.